Alright, what is up, guys? So, trying something different with the audio setup. As you can see, I have the wireless mic going on. So, give me feedback on whether this is good or whether you prefer the other one. But let's get right into this video. So, I want to talk about something that's specifically targeted towards Muslims. And the reason why I want to do this is because a lot of you guys are just not getting this information from someone who's Muslim and someone who understands the sort of unique challenges that we face just being believers. And that's the issue of your fitness and your health. Now, a lot of people they make the mistake of, oh, like as long as I'm able to do my basic things, I'm able to pray, I'm able to take care of work. Like, why should I bother getting in shape? Like, why is that such a big deal? Or like, my life is already so stressful and it's already so much going on. Like, why can't I indulge in like some food? And because that's the only source of comfort that I have right now. The mistake that you're making is that you're seeing your body as just a disposable commodity and something that you can just like use up, and it's as if like you have another one that you can just like recycle and just like get another one. We have to understand that our bodies are a trust from Allah, and if we don't take care of them, like there's so many levels to this, and I'll do my best to explain this in a way that everyone can kind of relate to. The first thing that we have to understand is that gratitude for everything is the source of happiness and the source of joy, and just our basic duty as Muslims. When it comes to our bodies, when it comes to our health, like if we do not have our health, like what do we really have? I don't have to, go into examples of people who do not have health, maybe they don't have eyesight or like whatever the case is, and they're not able to fully experience life. And they have an excuse before Allah. They can say like, oh, I didn't have this, so like, they'll have an easier um, position before Allah. But for us who have functioning bodies, we have good health and we have access to adequate sources of nutrition and all this kind of stuff. For us to be in a position where we just like take our health for granted and we don't put effort into bettering it and to really just optimizing how we look and feel and everything, it's just a sign of ingratitude. So that's the first thing I want to talk about, is that if you are not taking care of your health, if you're letting yourself put on like 20, 30, 40 pounds of weight, and you're not hitting the gym and you're not doing some like basic things like walking, drinking more water, all this kind of stuff, there is a chance, a very good chance, that you do not truly appreciate what you have in terms of your own body. So that's the first thing. The second thing is that as men, specifically as Muslim men, we have a duty to really make the most of our physique and really embody that masculine energy. And some of you might get turned off with this, like, oh, the other masculinity coach or whatever. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to bring awareness to why a lot of guys struggle with this, and why like we do not prioritize our physiques, and why we do not prioritize our health, and why we let our health just like kind of slide out, just slide, because we think that, oh, it's not that important, and it's, as long as I'm functioning, like it should be good. I don't have to tell you that you being out of shape is something that you're dealing with all the time. Why do you not look at yourself 20, 30, 40 pounds overweight, and you having brain fog, and you do not have the confident, strong, masculine body? Why are you not disgusted by that? And I know that might be a strong word, but I know that you have not heard this from anyone, and you do not put enough emphasis on this, which is why you're in the state that you're in. Like, I've told this story so many times, and I'll keep telling this. The only reason I got in shape, the only reason I began to get in shape, was because I saw that picture of myself in 2019, and I was like, why, what the heck is going on here? Why do I look so skinny fat? Why do I have no muscle mass? Like, what is wrong with me? I had attempted fitness before that. I tried to get in shape. I tried to go to the gym, but it just never stuck, because the pain of looking bad had not truly, like, just I had not it had not entered my consciousness to the point where it was just overwhelming. I was just like, why, like, how did I let myself get to this point? And mind you, like I wasn't like unhealthy, I wasn't like crazy overweight or like obese or anything like that. But I knew that just being a man in my 20s, like I had the best opportunity to take care of my health and just really start putting on muscle and just start like getting stronger. But I was not doing it for whatever reason. You know, it was just like, oh, like I don't get fitness, I don't have a routine that works for me. These are all BS excuses. Like if you wanted this badly, if you wanted this bad enough, you would find a way that worked for you. Like even if you work six days a week and you barely have like 3 hours of free time to yourself during the week, you would find a way to get in shape. You would find a way to fix your nutrition. You would find a way to make changes to your life. But the pain of not being in shape is not hitting you badly. It's not hitting you enough. You have become numb to the man you see in the mirror, and you're just like, oh, like this is normal. Like every other guy that I know, all of my Muslim friends, they're all like this. So like it's not that bad. And I have a good thing going on in terms of my family, my work and stuff. So like, why should I bother? You say that to yourself and it's all cope, but you know that you could be doing so much better. You know, like if I were to offer you for you to wake up tomorrow morning and you had a low body fat percentage, you could see your abs, you had more than enough like above average muscle mass, and you look like the man that you knew that you know that you can become, you would take that. You would not be like, oh, like I don't want that. It would be a nice it'd be a nice thing to have, but I'm not going to take it because it's not that important to me. You would take that because you know that that is a potential that you can live up to. So why are you not doing that right now? If you know deep in your psyche that this is something that you can do, this is something that you can embody, and this is something. And here's another thing. I also want to talk about this as well. It is selfish of you to not get in shape. I'm going to repeat that again. It is selfish of you to not get in shape. You might think it's like it's I'm as if I start doing this stuff and I start taking care of my health, I'm being selfish because I'm not spending all this time with my friends and my family, and they're going to start wondering like, hey, does he even love us? Does he even care about us? So I'm trying to give you the opposite perspective. You're being selfish if you don't take care of this, because just think about like what the impact you being in shape will have on your family. Let's start there. Let's start with your family. Your wife, your kids looking at you and being like, "Oh, he's a strong man, and he embodies fitness, and he's always energetic, and he has so much energy, and he's able to like play with us, and he's able to take just be aware, and anytime anything goes down and something needs to be lifted, like dad, like he'll do it, and it won't like throw his back out, and he won't be in like he won't get have to we won't would have to call the ambulance because he threw his back out like doing something around the house. It's selfish of you to not take care of your health because you're putting your family not just from a, oh, he can take care of stuff, but also just the level of respect and just the impact that you have on them. Like just imagine you getting in shape and your family taking up fitness as a result of that. Your parents, your siblings, your wife, your kids, like all these different people that you love in your life, they will look to you as the example of like, oh, he did it, it's possible. He's not any different from us. He's from our family, so we can't make the excuse of like, oh, he has better genetics or anything. He is of us, and if he was able to do it, like I can do it too. And it will create this ripple effect of people wanting to take care of their health. Yes, they will have their own challenges and their own things that they'll have to overcome, but they will know that you having done it for yourself, it's possible for them. And you create that environment, you create that positive influence in your circle, and that just improves everyone's life. Not to mention like the changes you make in terms of your diet and you sharing that with other people, and just like maybe you go to the gym and you take like your younger brother or whatever, and you start training them and stuff. There is so much benefit that comes from this, and we just do not put enough emphasis on this. We're just like, oh, like it doesn't matter because what does it matter? Everything's okay in life, and no one's pestering me about my weight, or no one's like telling me like, oh, I need to do this. So why bother? You're making the mistake of not living up to your maximum potential. This is something that I want to. If there's one thing that you take away from my content, is that you want to maximize your potential as a man. It's not just about the material things we get. It's not just about, oh, I married the girl, so it's all good now. Like everything's gonna work out. It's not just about like, oh, I bought these material things. I got like a house and a car, so like it's all good now. If you let your health slide, and if you do not live up to the potential that you know that you could, and I'm saying this like with full honesty, it does not even take that long. 6 months, 12 months of concerted and just focused effort on your health and fitness could change everything for you. This is not going to take this is not going to require you this quitting your job or anything like that. This is something you can do. I've done it. My clients do it all the time. So this is something that you can definitely do. You were just making the excuse of like, oh, it's not that important to me, so I'm not gonna bother. So really take this to heart, man. Like I put out this content because that if someone had talked to me in this way when I was confused, I did not know about the potential that I could achieve, like I would have been at my goal like much faster. And just to talk about that, just to wrap it up on like why like being in shape helps us become better Muslims. Just think about it. Like if you want to do more ibadah, if you want to worship Allah, if you want to go out of your way and to really serve people, being taking care of your own health will enable you to do that. You'll have more energy, you'll have more focus, and when people see you, they'll see you as someone who's disciplined. If you think about it, everything about a religion is discipline. Fasting, like let's start with prayer. Prayer is all about discipline. You have to pray when it's time to pray, and you have to do it in a certain way. You can't just like freestyle salah. Fasting, it's like one of the most disciplined activities we do. No other community does it the way Muslims do it. Hajj, it's all a disciplined activity, and it's uncomfortable. No one who goes to Hajj expects a comfortable experience, even Umrah for that matter. It's not comfortable. Just the ihram you're wearing, just the amount of like walking and just like all the different things you have to deal with. It's not comfortable. But that is what is required of us. We don't question why Allah told us to do certain things. We just do them because He told us to do them. If that is the case with all of our obligatory things, why does that not bleed into or transfer over into how we approach all of life? Why do we not approach our health and fitness in the same way? In the sense that if I want to be disciplined with my worship, why can I not take care of and be disciplined with my own health, with my own fitness? So I want to leave you guys with that. I will be talking about this topic in more detail and giving you more advice and stuff. But I just want to put this out there in terms of motivation, in terms of like, hey,